Viewers and subs, welcome back to class. In today's video, I'll be reviewing the Black Widow 2.0. I've yet to see anyone with a metallic review on this gun, so I decided to do one of the toughest metallic colors out there. So let's dive into it. This is what I have going on today. We got a new door, a new fender. We're blending the rear door, doing a burning up there on the pillar, and then blending the hood. So without wasting any time, let's jump into it and see just how good this Black Widow is. The Widow 2.0. Now guys, the first thing I've noticed is that this gun is giving me the DV1 gun vibes. I think they took some notes from the DV1 gun and applied to this. The same tool that removed the tip inside removes the DV1 gun tip. And the same little black ring that's inside this gun is inside the DV1 gun. Now this is not a Harbor Freight gun. This is made by the company Spectrum. So it is really a good gun to use. As I use it right now, it's doing an amazing job atomizing the paint, and it has a really nice fan. That fan is 12 inches. Now when you're doing those big jobs, that's what you want to see. You can see at the edge there, it's very fine, very smooth. You can see when a base coat looks slick. The gun feels great in your hands. It sprays just as smooth as even a DV1. The gun is really good so far. So I'm gonna finish this up. If you notice, the color looks a little too light. So I'm gonna switch the color, add some blending additive on here, and see if we get somewhere better. Truth be told, the color is not so bad. Once I put that clear, the blending additive on there, it looks good. But I can still see it being a little light. So I'm gonna switch the color, see if that helps, and then move along. Onto my second coat of base. Notice I switched up my blending technique. I'm using the crisscross applesauce technique now. Now the gun is set to 26 psi, wide open fan, full fluid. Now as I go, I had to adjust because I'm watching how my paint is coming out, and I want to make sure that I'm getting the best result possible, especially on a gold or silver metallic. You have to make sure that your base coat is coming out smooth and uniform. Now let me backtrack a bit. For those of you who don't know what blending additive is, or what the purpose of blending additive is, this is giving you a wet bed for your base coat to melt into, especially when you're doing blend. Well, only when you're doing blend. If you're painting a whole car or a whole panel in full, you don't need any blending additive or wet bed or clear base. It has many different names. So I just want to make sure that you guys understand what this is. Now, if there is one thing that I can point out that I don't like about this gun, is the color. Yes, I know it's called the Black Widow. However, this material gets really difficult to clean over time if you're using it on a daily basis. And it's just like my Master Pro 44 series. I do not like that one. And the 88 series of the Master Pro is stainless steel. I prefer the stainless steel look, and I prefer the look from the DV1 and the Sokola. Now the other thing that annoys me is that swivel thing. It's really annoying because it keeps moving around. Anyway, that's just looks and personal preference, right? What really matters in the end is the longevity of the gun. Now, on the 1.0, a lot of people have good things to say about it, that they've been using it for years, never have any issue. It held up pretty good. So if you're going to use the 2.0, that means it should be improved and you should have better longevity to it. There it is, guys. I'm all done with the base coat. It is looking good. It's looking really good. We're gonna see how it looks once we get the clear coat on there. The gun did a really good job getting this done. And this is a tough blend to begin with. And for such a cheap gun for the price, I cannot complain.
Stepping on your roller coaster, go never felt this high, biggest ride of the century. Wanna drop into the ocean, wanna feel like we're the only ones around, but I'm lost, you got me clueless. 'Cause you can reach the sky while I'm stuck here on the ground, and I'm afraid of how it feels when you're not around. And I don't want you, but I can't deny. There's something about you, there's something about you. It took some time to realize there's something about you. And even though I know it breaks me down, 'cause you are way too good for me, yeah. But I'm feeling more the less I try. There's something about you.
Long video short, this is after the second coat. I was able to get a beautiful end result with the Black Widow 2.0. Now, if you ask me, what do I look for in a gun? What do I consider a great gun? A great gun to me is a gun that has good longevity, a gun that can apply multiple different coatings and still perform at its best. This gun applies sealer, base coat, and clear. That's something that any DIY guy or any professional would want to have. One gun that can do it all. Yup, one gun that do it all, guys. So I want to thank each and every one of you for spending the time to watch and hang with Mario. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. Until next time, class dismissed.